here we go. Alright. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Londay Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone, here with Trini Kwan and with Corey Graves. And today on Monday Night Raw, or Londay Night Raw, hopefully we are going to hear, we don't know what, hopefully we are going to hear from, we're going to hear from, well, we don't know what's going to happen here today on the Londay Night Raw. To be earnest with you, Tony Schiavone says. But we hope that it's going to be something good. Well, it's always something good in the toy wrestling gathering, Trini Kwan says. Even if we don't always get the watch time and looking for it. But I still think that, I still think that we did some. I still think that we do a good show. Well, whatever we're supposed to hear from here today, Trini Kwan. Whatever we're going to hear from here today, Corey Graves says. And I tell you what, the Hawks made a big thing. He wanted upper leadership to look into, him being, to him, up to, to upper leadership, looking into, what Baron Corbin did to him. And we can only say, Corey Graves says, that whatever he did to him, and we all saw it, we just wonder if they're going to see it his way. Well, here comes Astronema now. Alright, Astronema says. It seems, alright, Astronema says, it seems that the Hulk, asked us to asked upper leadership to look into Baron Corbin and his behaviors as the main overseer of the TWF. And Baron Corbin, we'll put it this way, Baron Corbin has been in has put himself in a bind. He seeks many ways to, not follow my oversight. I say, well, you can't fire him, you can't can him, and you can't lay him off. What's he do? He gets him forbidden for being in the toy wrestling gathering. Then, he somehow wants to make himself the TWF 24/7 fighter, something that we all know Ecliptor had done at one time, yeah. So anyway, the way I look at it is that I think at the end of the day, here's what we're going to do to Baron Corbin. We're going to take, since it seems that not only the Hulk, but it seems that Tugajora doesn't like him. We all saw what happened on Power and Might yesterday. So here today, on Monday Night Raw, or Londay Night Raw, we're going to see the Hulk and Tugajora, or the Big, take on Baron Corbin. Yeah, the main overseer of the TWF, Baron Corbin's going to be on a 2-on-1 handicap match here today. Well, Ecliptor says, and we know what, and we know one thing Ecliptor says, Baron Corbin brought this all on himself. He's got no one at guilt, only himself for doing all this. So Baron Corbin, I hope that you can beat two men in the same match at the same time, since you seem to think you're so great of yourself. Ecliptor goes, well, alright, Astronema said, that's enough of me. Hope you like the show. Hopefully it brings you some glee to watch the main overseer of the TWF, Baron Corbin, get beat up by a Disney Marvel self, in a Toho self. Me being a Disney Siobhan Hasbro self, I'd say you had it coming, Baron Corbin. Astronema goes. Well, we just heard from Astronema that Baron Corbin is going to be on a 2-on-1 handicap match here today on Power. Here today on Alone Tonight Raw. My mistake, Tony Schiavone says. And we don't know if Baron Corbin is going to like any of that. And we just know Baron Corbin's coming in now, and now he's going to be told he has to wrestle. Well, you're not going to like it, Baron Corbin, but you got a 2-on-1 handicap match. How the fuck am I on a 2-on-1 handicap match? Astronema, the matchmaker, made it. Alright. Well, Baron Corbin comes in the ring now. So, who's these two dummies I have to wrestle? Me, the Hulk says, or the Big says. And me, Tolgajora says. Now look, I don't want to wrestle any one of you two. But here's what I'm going to do. I know, see, at the end of the day, there is no way, look, I don't think there's any way that that's gonna happen. Ding ding. Don't know. Well, Tony Schiavone said the Hulk or the Big just knocked down Baron Corbin. Gave the main overseer of the TWF something to think of him by. Oh, and he got knocked down by Tolgajora's tail, Tony Schiavone said. Well, Trini Kwan said this couldn't have happened to a greater man. Trini Kwan says he made this. He was in a bind of his own making. He brought this all on himself. He's got no one to guilt but himself, Baron Corbin. And the sidewalk slam, Tony Schiavone said. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna truly feel sorry for Baron Corbin. He did bring this all on himself, Tony Schiavone says. How can you say that, Corey Graves says? How can you say Baron Corbin's brought this all on himself? How can you say, Tony and Trini, that Baron Corbin has brought this all on himself? All he's seeking to do is to be a good main overseer. And Astronema, his overseer, his head, she's like fucking him over. Oh. Forgive my speech, but that's what's going on, Corey Graves says. Baron Corbin got suplexed again, Tony Schiavone said. Well, what you leaved out, Corey Graves said, is that first, he started, first he had the Hulk benched. Then he took the TWF 24/7 winnings. And then he forbid the Hulk or the Big to be in the toy wrestling gathering, Tony Schiavone says. Don't forget that. Oh, yeah, and Trini said, Tony Schiavone, and don't forget about how, Trini Kwan said about how he slighted Tolgajora yesterday on Power or Might, Trini Kwan says. So he did bring it on himself. Oh, and another hit by the strike by the tail, and down he went, Tony Schiavone said. He brought it on himself, Trini Kwan said. I do not feel sorry for Baron Corbin at all. If he truly wants folks to onlook him, then he should lead by a thing like he should show onlook. He isn't showing any onlook. Trini Kwan said. No, he's not, Tony Schiavone said. I know he might be one of our bosses, one of our heads, lower heads, I guess you would say. Because he is underneath Astronema, who is underneath Hunter Helmsley, who Xena is above him. Yeah, and I would like to know, Corey Graves said, what did Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the head leadership follower of the toy wrestling gathering, thought of this? I'd like to know what Xena, the half owner of the Toy Wrestling Gathering, thought. When I want to think what the Board of Overseers thought, what the leadership team thought, or upper leadership, or whatever. I don't think whatever the upper leadership thought of this. Well, they may have thought whatever they thought. Oh, and Baron Corbin's had enough. Baron Corbin has had enough. Now he's got something to say. Okay, I've had enough of this shit. I'm the main overseer of the TWF, and that comes with might. So, Tolga Jora, you and the Hulk, or the Big, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, I'm not taking this match. Yeah, track me out if you want. Oh! Tolga Jora just hit the Hulk from behind. That was a lie. Tolga Jora is still a heel. He just beat up on the Hulk. Now he just put Baron Corbin right on him. How the fuck did that happen? Tony Schiavone said. Yeah, Trini Khan said. What the bloody hell did we only see? Tolga Jora shifting on the Hulk or the Big. This is sad. Trini Kwan says. Wow, Corey Graves, you gotta love this. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Baron Corbin. And it looks like Baron Corbin and Tolga Jora are not foes after all. But it was only a stunt, a lark, Tony Schiavone said, to get the Hulk or the Big to trust Tolga Jora. Tony Schiavone said, that's what it looks like, Trini Kwan said. It looks like it was some stunt or lark that had been, put together yesterday. Who have been, put together yesterday or whatever by Tolga Jora with Baron Corbin. And it worked. They played them. They got the trust. That's what it looks. Yeah, you gotta like it. Corey Graves said, when a good goal comes together. When you got a man, or he's a man-like, I don't know, the Hulk or the Big, who gets angry, but he's not really known for being too wise in the head, Corey Graves says. And they played him. Oh, speaking of that, right now we got Renee Young now, and he's now going to be talking with Baron Corbin. All right, Renee Young says, Tony Schiavone. I'm filling in for Joey Styles here to this week. All right, Tony Schiavone. We just saw Baron Corbin and Tolga Jora play a stunt, a lark, on the Hulk. And Hulk, how do you feel about this? Hulk is mad! All right? I truly thought that Tolga Jora had gotten wronged. And I truly thought that me and him were on the same side, getting even with Baron Corbin. But it looks like I was wrong. It looks like, Renee Young, that it was all a stunt, all a lark, after all. And I fell for it. But a lot of folks might say that the Hulk or the Big isn't known for being wise. I am. I'm highly wise. Don't let me, shape-shifting into a green fiend, make you think I'm not wise. Alright? I keep telling folks, you won't like me when I'm angry. And it's true. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna get my hands on you, Baron Corbin. You too, Tolga Jora. I don't know what stunt, what lark you played. You played it well. Great for you. But I'm gonna play a stunt on you, a lark on you, and it's gonna be you get beat up and you be an ache. Well, that's my talk with the Hulk, or with the Big. Back to you, Joey Styles. Thank you, Renee Young, for talking with the Hulk or the Big here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Tonight Raw. And it's all shit. It's all the time we got here for Alone Tonight Raw, for Monday Night Raw or Alone Tonight Raw. It's me. It's for Tony Schiavone, Trini Kwan, and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Alone Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.